Hi, I'm Ryan CRC. Happy Pride Month, everyone. Some religious fanatics want to prevent transgender people from using public restrooms that align with their gender identity. They're afraid that men will use this law to enter women's bathrooms and molest young girls. Of course, this fear is completely unfounded. First of all, there's no correlation between men who want to transition into women and men who want to sexually assault women. Conservatives seem to think transgender people are sexual deviants just because they're a little different. However, being transgender does not make someone a rapist or pedophile, and quite frankly, that insinuation is not only insulting, but it's idiotic as well. It would be far more likely for religious zealots to be perverts, considering they worship a God that condones and even encourages rape marriages and the sex slavery of teenage girls all throughout the Old Testament. And I'll put links in the description below to some of those passages. Secondly, there's no recorded case or history of a transgendered person sexually assaulting someone in a public bathroom. There have been men who have posed as women so they could enter a public restroom and attack unsuspecting ladies. But these men were sexual predators who disguised themselves in order to gain access to victims. They were not transgender. If conservatives are worried so much about the welfare of our children, why don't they shut down churches where we know priests molest young boys and girls? Why don't they end youth sports programs where we know coaches abuse young boys and girls? The explanation behind this hypocrisy is simple. Conservatives are bigots whose fear of transgendered people is based on hatred and ignorance rather than the truth and objective reality. And to all the religious fundamentalists out there, please stop saying that God doesn't make mistakes in reference to transgender people. First of all, God does make mistakes according to the Bible. Genesis 6 literally says that God regretted making people because they were wicked to the core, and so he drowned them all in a great flood. If you regret doing something and then take drastic measures to resolve it, that means you made a mistake. Then, after 40 days and nights of rain, Noah made an offering to the Lord, and God decided that he would never again destroy the world for the sake of man as he had done. So God realized that he overreacted and promised himself that he would never do it again, meaning he made another mistake. So the conservative claim that God does not make mistakes is simply not true, according to their own Bible, which they consider to be the true Word of God. Secondly, who says being transgender is a mistake? When people face challenges in life, religious fanatics often comfort them by saying, this is all part of God's plan. The Lord is just making them stronger and leading them down the path that He's laid out for them. So maybe transgendered people are simply following the journey that God has set them on. When religious fundamentalists say God has a plan in order to be supportive of some people, but then ditch that very same belief so they can judge transgender people, they are practicing discrimination by its very definition. If you think people should overcome racial injustice, economic disparity, or some health crisis because their struggles are part of God's plan for them, but you don't believe that transgendered people should transition in order to overcome gender dysphoria and finally feel at peace with their true selves, then congratulations. You're a judgmental and hypocritical bigot, the likes of whom Jesus rebuked very heavily throughout the Gospels. You also are not loving your neighbors or treating other people the way that you would like to be treated as Jesus commanded. If you'd like to learn more about this issue, I wrote a whole chapter on transgenderism in my book, Gay is Okay, Why Homosexuality is Natural and Not Sinful. It's available at Amazon in both ebook and paperback formats. please like and share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also, please follow me on social media like Facebook and Instagram. Until next time, I'm Ryan CRC.